Hi guys, my name is Chelsea and I'm going to do my visual speech on teaching you how to make Chocodiles. It's an old family recipe that we have used for years. I am currently in England, so all of the measurements that I have here are approximate and we should be okay. So Liam's going to test it at the end, so we'll see how it's going to be. First, what you're going to do is you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350. And then you're going to combine 2½ cups of flour, 1¼ cup of brown sugar, ¼ teaspoon of salt, you want ½ cup of softened butter, ½ cup of shortening. You can use basically any kind of shortening, such as Crisco, anything like that. You're next going to put in ⅓ cup of peanut butter. This is always a hard part to do. After that, you are going to want to use a mixer at a low speed until it becomes a little crumbly, because this is going to be the consistency of your base, which is almost like a pie crust. When you have it and it's at a crumbly consistency, you're going to want to add 1 egg yolk and a teaspoon of vanilla. And you're going to mix that well. After that, you are going to get your hands a little messy. You're going to take a ungreased cookie pan, and you're going to want to take your creation from your bowl and stick it on the pan. And you're going to press the mixture down so it makes an even layer along the bottom, because this is going to be your base. If it doesn't look like you have enough, just keep pressing it down. It is going to rise as it bakes a little. And you don't really want a super thick crust anyway, because you're going to have a topping. Next, you're going to want to put it into the oven and it's going to bake for about 20 minutes. So while you wait for it to cook, usually I wash the dishes that I've already used and put them away just so I could save some time later. Next, when you make your topping, you're going to want a smaller bowl that is microwavable or a stove pot. It's up to you. You're going to want to put 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips in the bowl and a ½ cup of peanut butter. What you're going to do with this is you're going to want to microwave or heat it up until it's melted, and you're going to want to keep really close watch to it because it will burn if you don't. That is from experience. You don't want to put it in the microwave for more than 30 seconds at a time without checking on it because it does burn. And it is extremely, extremely, extremely important to stir it. I cannot stress that more than enough. Basically, your consistency will look like that. Now you are going to want to wait. Now what you're going to do is you're going to add a ½ cup of shredded coconut and mix it. It does seem like a lot, but it will turn out extremely delicious. It is going to be a little bit thicker now that you've added the coconut because coconut tends to have a different kind of texture. Well, that's all done, so you're going to want to wait for your base to finish, and after that's done, you're just going to spread it on top. Once it's done, make sure you turn it off, and be careful when you play with ovens because they tend to be hot. Now all you're going to do is you're going to take the base that you made, or the spread that you made, sorry, and put it over top of the base nice and evenly. Sometimes it isn't going to spread and it will just come up from the base, but that's okay. It'll just, eventually when it cools, it will try and stick to it. If it doesn't stick to it when you eat it, since it is a crumbly crust, just make sure you have a plate. Alright, so basically this is what your finished product is going to look like. You're going to want to wait for it to cool down just a little bit before you dig right in. And always have something underneath it because it does break really easily. Alright, so they're all trying the finished product.
Actually, it's not bad.
That bad?
See, that's
It's
actually
delicious.
really nice.
It does look like a Snickers.
Yeah.
It does.
It does
Exactly like a
Snickers
Snickers.
with shortbread.
Alright, that's
Yeah.
it.